It's been 5 months since the Koofy situation came to light, and I think it's time to call out everyone who supported him, whether it was defending his actions or even meeting him in real life. There are many YouTubers who knew about what Koofy did and chose to stay silent. In this video, I'm going to be exposing each and every single one of them. Before we jump into the details, let's quickly recap of what the Koofy situation is about and why it's so serious. Roblox YouTuber Koofy, previously known as Kelogish, had very severe allegations related to predatory behavior, where he had 4 victims, all of whom were under the age of 18. Koofy admitted to this behavior in an interrogation call with another predator, ironically, and deleted his channel nowhere to be found.
Like when you exchanged with the 14-year-old?
I was 17 as I said, but yeah, we were. Both sides.
Alright, so still illegal.
Really?
Yeah. You distributed it yourself and received it from the girl.
I see.
Little did everyone know that Kelogish made a new channel right away and named it Koofy. Here's what Creekcraft had to say about this.
And where things get even crazier, and I hate talking about this kind of stuff, right? Where things get crazy is there is a lot of Roblox YouTubers that not only knew that Koofy was Kelogish, but there are some Roblox YouTubers that helped him get his second channel started, knowing that he was Kelogish.
Let's begin with those who are likely connected to Koofy based on suspicious interactions with his channel. Razorfish Gaming. While his connection to Koofy isn't entirely clear, there is evidence showing that he publicly commented on Koofy's early videos. However, if you check Koofy's video right now, his very first video, that comment is gone, along with many others that I'm about to bring up. Like I was saying earlier, a similar situation happened with several YouTubers like Funky Squad HD, Lil Kaka, and Stampede, and several other YouTubers. They were all documented as having commented under Koofy's original video, the first video. But those comments have also mysteriously disappeared. What's even more concerning is that many of these individuals were a part of the Funky Friday community back in 2022 or 2021. This raises very serious suspicions that they may have known about who Koofy really was and still chose to interact with the channel. The pattern of them all deleting their comments leads to a bigger issue that could result in there being more YouTubers like this, and it was just that I wasn't able to find those screenshots. Anywho, let's address the more serious allegations, starting with Roblox YouTuber Ominous Nebula. I received an anonymous testimony from someone who was in a group chat with Ominous Nebula back in 2021. This individual stated that they were added to a group chat filled with Funky Friday YouTubers, and he actually saw Kelogish in that group chat. Obviously, once the drama arose and Kelogish was called out for who he really was, he was kicked out of the group chat. However, a few months after Kelogish's exposure, the testimony saw Ominous encouraging others in the group chat to watch a specific video. This specific video would end up being Koofy's very first video. At the time, Koofy's channel had fewer than 100 subscribers. It's highly unlikely that Ominous Nebula was promoting a random unknown channel without knowing who was behind it. This strongly implies that Ominous Nebula was aware of Koofy's identity and actively helped him rebuild his career. Things get even more suspicious when we take a closer look at that same group chat. Roblox YouTuber Rainway was also a part of it. After Kelogish was exposed and removed from the group chat, Rainway allegedly suggested adding 2 new members, Koofy himself and It's Maddie. The issue, Koofy was just Kelogish operating under a new name. What makes this even more worse is Rainway's prior history with Kelogish. Before Kelogish changed his identity, Rainway had already defended him publicly, saying he fucked up and he knows he fucked up, everyone makes mistakes, and I'd hate to see him lose his entire career over it. Despite how serious the allegations against Kelogish were, Rainway downplayed them as mistakes and advocated for giving him another chance. Well, Rainway, I'm sorry to say, but he had 4 chances and each time he fucked up. So when Rainway suggested adding Koofy to the group chat, it's hard to believe he didn't exactly know who Koofy was. But it didn't stop there. In a late 2021 tournament, Koofy was spotted chatting with Rainway about the event. This wasn't just a casual interaction. Rainway was actively engaging with him. It's clear that Rainway didn't just defend Kelogish in the past, but continued to associate with him even after the name change. This kind of behavior really makes you question Rainway's judgment and what role he might have played in all of this. Speaking of Rainway, One of their close friends from 2022 was a Roblox YouTuber named It's Maddie, who played a huge role in promoting Koofy's channel, but his actions and explanations raised major red flags. You see, Maddie end-screened Koofy's videos to help grow the channel, and comments from others confirmed that he had commented on Koofy's first video. However, Maddie later deleted all traces of his association. When confronted about his involvement, Maddie claimed that Kelogish had edited his videos and that Kelogish had end-screened his own videos using Maddie's channel. The explanation doesn't hold up at all because Maddie had openly supported Koofy's channel when it first launched, directly contradicting his claim of limited involvement. It's clear Maddie lied to downplay his role and manipulate the situation. Speaking of manipulation, even more concerning is how It's Maddie's actions impacted other creators in his circle. According to a testimony from, again, anonymous yet trusted source, X-Demon, a member of It's Maddie's friend group, end-screened one of Koofy's early videos. However, here's the twist. X-Demon might have not actually known who Koofy really was all along. It's Maddie allegedly manipulated X-Demon into promoting Koofy's channel, using their mutual trust to conceal Koofy's identity. While this doesn't necessarily implicate X-Demon, the fact that 4 people from the same friend group were involved with Koofy raises serious questions. And we're only just getting started. Minibloxia played a huge role in helping Koofy come back. He hired Koofy as an editor when Koofy was still facing the original major accusations back in 2021. And he knew about Koofy's true identity from the start. Minibloxia's ex-girlfriend even warned Mini himself that Kelogish was a terrible person, but Minibloxia didn't listen, saying, "The allegations are probably fake."
He has a history with being friends with exposed predators and being complicit in and even defending their behavior. And I find this especially disgusting and unacceptable considering his fan base are all in the age range to become victims of this kind of behavior.
It's unclear how their friendship grew, but we do know that Minibloxia commented on Koofy's first video. The same way as with everyone else from the beginning of the video, he deleted that comment, but other users thankfully confirmed that Minibloxia, It's Maddie, and Rainway did in fact interact with Koofy's content early on. What makes this even more concerning is that Minibloxia was involved in leaking information to other Roblox YouTubers like Alex. In a video by Kaka V420, Alex is shown talking to someone with the alias Mr. Crimson. At first, people didn't really know who Mr. Crimson was, but we eventually figured out that it was Minibloxia. In a video by Parla, he confirmed that Mr. Crimson's laugh matched Minibloxia's unique laugh.
Now that I'm thinking about it, why did I keep it a secret?
And what do you know Project Supreme was friends with at the time? Minibloxia. Do you know who else was mutuals with Alex? Minibloxia. Do you know who's accused by the ex of being friends and on good terms with Kelogish? Minibloxia. And if you start to put all these factors together, it's possible that Mr. Crimson is indeed allegedly Minibloxia.
I also reached out to Rainway about this, and he and his friends suspected Minibloxia was Mr. Crimson as well.
Did you know that, Rainway, that Mr. Crimson was Minibloxia?
Well, our kind of friend group kind of just like assumed. They're like, oh, okay.
Minibloxia has never denied these claims, and he has never made public statements about this, which makes it seem like he knows he's guilty. There's also this whole 2023 Koofy meetup, allegedly a gathering of Roblox YouTubers that included Koofy himself. We'll talk about the details later, but it's worth mentioning that Minibloxia, along with his friends Tapwater and Project Supreme, were accused of attending this event. Before we talk about the meetup, let's talk about Project Supreme's possible role in hiding the truth about Koofy. On September 15th, 2024, he uploaded a reaction video about Koofy being exposed. When the clip popped up about everyone finding out that Koofy was actually Kelogish all along, Project Supreme said the words,
Bro, that's exactly what happened, bro. Now that I'm thinking about it, why did I keep it a secret? I mean, because it's like, okay, wait, realistically, I think the reason why I kept it a secret.
Now, I don't really know what people will say about this, but I personally believe he's guilty. Nobody would say that for no reason. Project Supreme clearly knew who Koofy was and deliberately kept it a secret. As for the meetup, I found out it happened between the dates March 23rd and April 6th in 2023. The location of this meetup was in Las Vegas, and I actually did a lot of digging for this. On April 1st, 2023, Project Supreme posted 2 TikTok videos. One of them showed Tapwater and Minibloxia driving around with him, and another showed the outside of a building. I traced that building to a property in Las Vegas. The evidence points towards the possibility that Project Supreme Tapwater, and Mini Bloxia may have attended the meetup. To avoid making any false accusations, I reached out to Project Supreme for more details about what he was doing on those days, and he showed me that the pictures were actually taken 2 weeks before the party happened. This doesn't fully clear him though, because it's possible he could have edited the dates of the photo, plus he already admitted to covering up the truth about Koofy. Also, the fact that he's still friends with Mini Bloxy, who has not only direct connections to Koofy and Kelogish multiple times, but also has very severe rape and CP allegations, raises even more questions. Now let's talk about the Koofy party, which sparked this whole investigation in the first place. Roblox YouTuber Spec, who was once known as the Mr. Beast of the Roblox community, was under investigation for sexual assault allegations, which are still ongoing. However, there was one allegation that Spec couldn't avoid: meeting up with Koofy in real life. I found some screenshots that showed him talking to his alleged victim, telling her to add Koofy. Rainway was also confirmed to have been on a trip from another screenshot that showed Spec and Rainway were on a trip. The evidence was clear, so I confronted Spec directly and asked him about his connection to Koofy. He openly and shamelessly admitted that Koofy was his friend and that he knew Koofy was actually the predator Kelogish.
So, Spec, what's your relationship with Koofy? Because I don't entirely understand it.
I don't know. I just met the dude, and then all this stuff happened.
When did you meet him? Do you, remember?
I don't really know. I think, a month or two before all this stuff happened, I think. I don't know.
If you don't mind me asking, what did you do while you guys were friends? Did you guys talk about your relationships?
I guess so, yeah.
What do you mean by something like that?
Yeah. We talked about his relationship.
To which one? The 13-year-old, the 14-year-old, the 16-year-old?
The one that he's been dating for the last 6 years.
Would that be Pyronite who's 15?
What?
The whole Koofy situation is one of the craziest cover-ups in Roblox's history. Sadly, I cannot cover every single person involved, as many were minors who were manipulated by others to promote Koofy. Now, if you want to dive deeper into one of the most controversial figures in this situation, Mini Bloxia, I'll be covering everything you need to know about his involvement in a separate video releasing next week. This includes multiple allegations he's facing, such as 2 allegations and one involving cheese pizza.